Hey, what's up everyone? It's your homegirl Cindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you the process of me making a painting while I talk about the importance of having and appreciating good relationships. The reason why I want to talk about relationships with this certain painting is because I made this for my previous manager. I was at work one day and I felt grateful towards my manager because of everything she would do for us. She would often bring in food and plenty of treats for us and make little fun parties in the kitchen that we would enjoy during our breaks. She would go above and beyond for us. She was like a big sister to me. I wanted to give her something that showed my appreciation towards her, especially since one of her love languages is giving. I wasn't sure what I could give her until it hit me, and I thought, oh, well, maybe I can paint her something. So that same day, I asked her what was one of her favorite sceneries. She told me that she loves being in nature, where she can lay down on the grass and look up at the trees and sky. She asked me why I asked her that, and I said, oh, I'm just wondering. But in my head, I thought to myself, yeah, I can totally paint that. So here I am making this painting for her. During this project, it made me reflect on the relationships that I currently have in my life. In this video, I'm not talking about romantic relationships, but all types of relationships, including loved ones like family, friends, co-workers, and even our spiritual connection with God. There's a story in the Bible where Jesus talks about a metaphor concerning a vine and branches in John 15. I will read a part of it. I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while each branch that bears fruit he prunes, so it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown in the fire, and burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples. So this Bible verse pretty much explains the significance of remaining close to God. God the Father is a gardener who will remove anything that no longer serves you and hinders you from growing strong and fruitful. After all, God did create you and he has plans for you to prosper. Jesus is a vine who came so that we could be close to God, whereas before we weren't even able to be close to God's presence. We can work on our own personal growth, but it is also important to be close to God in order to bear fruit and be transformed by Him. He works on our characters, our heart, and our lifestyle. We are His disciples and we become a light for others. Being distant or disobedient with God can lead us down bad paths and with hard hearts. Like it is mentioned in the Bible verse that loose branches get thrown into the fire. This might sound extreme to some people, but this topic goes into a much deeper matter. For the sake of this video, I wanted to illustrate that this Bible verse not only explains our spiritual relationship with God, but the same concept applies to our relationships as well. And, well, I thought it fit perfectly with the painting of the trees. It really matters the type of association we allow in our lives. If we don't prune or cut out toxic relationships, then that will only shape us into the type of crowd you're hanging out with. That's why they say you become who you surround yourself with the most. But when we evaluate the type of connections that we have and only keep the good ones in our circles, then that will promote nourishment and growth in our own personal well-being. This means being around people who are caring, supportive, and love you unconditionally. I didn't always have the best relationships growing up. I didn't have a lot of friends since I was super antisocial. My family wasn't close at all. We each lived in our own separate worlds. I spent most of the time isolating myself in my room. Whenever my family would come over, they would call me downstairs, but I just wanted to be alone. My family would try talking to me, but I was always too much in my head or on my phone. I would have arguments with my family, especially my mom. We totally misunderstood each other, so it was hard to even have a normal conversation without having a fight. Any trauma or damage from our childhood can stem issues into our adulthood, such as allowing bad influences into our lives only because you want to keep their company due to lack of self-worth or the amount of length you've known that person. For example, that led me to having bad friends and looking for love in the wrong guys, and that caused me to end up being hurt and used. Once I started noticing a cycle of bad patterns and bad company, I actively worked on improving myself. This process involved cutting off bad ties with people who didn't appreciate me, and I started manifesting better relationships. Like any personal development journey, it takes time, patience, and self-awareness. Over time, I learned to have better people around me, and I also learned to appreciate them. At first, it does suck having to get rid of those relationships, even if it was family, or if you've known them for a long time, or if you've had fun memories with them. In moments like this, you have to really reflect on what matters, and that is your own personal well-being and your life. Bad company can lead you down the wrong path, especially if these people are dangerous or if they mistreat you. You have to realize that you deserve better. Once you cut off these ties, you learn to set boundaries. It makes you a stronger person, and most importantly, you learn to appreciate the good people in your life. Life is good and it can be hard at times, so we can easily get distracted or lost with our daily tasks and commitments. We can get so busy with work and other numerous things that we forget to slow down and appreciate our loved ones and what is in front of us. This video is also a reminder to appreciate the amazing solid people that you have. Cherish the good people that you do have in your life. Tell them that you love them, spend time with them, go have fun adventures with them, live your best life, and be in the present moment with them. Put your phone down and give them your full attention. Tell them thank you, even for the small things. Learn to remain calm and not lash out at your loved ones. Be slow to anger. Don't talk back to your parents either. You will regret it later on. Respect them, but parents should also learn to respect their kids and talk to them instead of yelling at them. Don't automatically tell your loved ones what they should do, but rather listen to them. Sometimes people just want to be heard. Accept them for who they are. Of course, we aren't perfect humans and we can't change people, but we can encourage them along the right path. Make them feel good and cheer them on. Be there for them in the good moments and the bad times. You really see who is truly there for you in the hard times. Having real, genuine people in your life can make a real difference. That's why it's important to nourish, grow, and value the solid people that you do have. Express your love to them. Have fun, laugh, and enjoy life. Life is too short to not enjoy it with your loved ones.